Hi there, I'm Kim Lewis, the President and CEO of United Way of Yellowstone County. I wanted to thank you for your time today and share with you a couple of my thoughts about giving and our annual campaign. And when I was thinking about what to say, the first thing that came to mind was one of my favorite quotes from Desmond Tutu. And it says, "Do your little bit of good where you are. It is in those little bits of good put all together that overwhelm the world." And the reason that is resonating with me right now is because the reality is the world is tough. We've had a tough go at it with COVID, with economic crisis, and watching and seeing some of our neighbors in extreme dire need. And we've shown as a Billings community in the past how we can step up to the plate and make a difference with our giving, with our doing, with our connecting people to the resources that they need. For almost 60 years now, United Way has been fighting for a strong start through school readiness programs for our children. We've been fighting for a future for our young adults by improving our graduation rates. We've been fighting to stabilize families through our crisis stabilization program. And we've also been fighting to help keep seniors as independent, living fruitful lives as they possibly can. We've been doing that by connecting people with opportunities to serve and give. So I wanted to say thank you for considering a gift to United Way of Yellowstone County. No matter how small or how large the gift might be, I want you to know what a difference it's going to make for us to continue to fight to make even the littlest big difference for everybody in our community. Thank you.
Hi there, this is Lisa McDaniel, Communications and Campaign Coordinator for United Way of Yellowstone County. First of all, thank you so much for being present with us today. I know campaign looks a little bit different than most of us are used to, but now more than ever, it is important that we continue to live united. Here in a minute, you'll be hearing from our impact team and the amazing work going on here in Yellowstone County to improve lives. If you have any questions or concerns or comments about anything you hear today, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can call me or email me or meet up with me for some coffee. I would love to hear more from you. Throughout the year, the best way to keep updated on all the great things going on with us is to follow us on social media. We're active on Facebook and Instagram, and we also have a monthly newsletter that goes out highlighting some of the most exciting things we're up to. Again, thank you so much for participating. Every dollar truly matters when we're fighting for the health, education, and financial stability of every person here in Yellowstone County. So without further ado, here is our impact team.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Dean Wells. I'm the Interim Director of Impact here for United Way of Yellowstone County. We are excited to share a bit about what we do here in the Impact Department. A lot of great projects, a lot of great work, and so I'm looking forward to sharing this with you. Actually, part of the challenge, though, is always to really decide how do you best show what we do, because we do so many different things. So I'm going to pull out just a few quick important things to get us started. First thing is, everything we do is right here in Yellowstone County. The United Way is worldwide, but we're just United Way of Yellowstone County. Everything we do is specific to this county, and the money that we get in donations stays right here in Yellowstone County. Now, basically for the Impact Department, we do three things. So kind of simplified as much as I can, we do just three impact areas. The first is community investments, second is programs, and the third is coalitions. Now, the community investments is what we're known for from the very beginning, where we actually raise funds and give that out to other organizations in grants. And great programs, a lot of wonderful stuff, and we'll show those here in a bit. But we also realize that there are still gaps out there, still other things that need to be done to really have an impact. So we also do our own programs run by staff right here at United Way. And finally, coalitions, where we help bring agencies together to have more power, to do more, to be more efficient, more effective, and stronger together. So we're going to spend just a little bit of time looking at all of those three areas. But I also want to let you know that everything we do is also within four focus areas. So whenever we do community investments, programs, coalitions, they always fit into one of these four areas. The first two involve children being successful in school. So those early childhood programs that get kids ready for school, and then those school success programs help them stay successful and be successful and get to graduation. The amazing thing about this is one of those life-changing, society-changing things. This is those strategies that can break those negative cycles. It can break those cycles of poverty and cycles of violence and crime and create positive cycles of prosperity. And those cycles can change entire families, entire communities, and in society itself. And in the long run, those programs even save taxpayer money. So getting youth up to graduation is one of those society-changing goals. So ready for school, success in school, graduation, huge impact. Our other focus area is crisis stabilization, as we know that often a crisis can send an individual or a family into a downward spiral, and sometimes they never fully recover. We support those programs that help get that family the help they need as quickly as possible when they need it, get them back on track, have them keep on going to success. And finally, we help senior citizens. We support programs that support seniors to be independent, have that quality of life that they've earned and deserve. So that's it, really quick in one slide for our impact department here at United Way. We do just 3 things: community investments to other agencies, our own programs, and we support coalitions. We do it all right here in Yellowstone County, and we focus on one of those 4 areas that have been shown to have the biggest impact on the individuals, families, and society as a whole. So we'll look at each of these a little bit more detail. I'm going to start just in that community investment piece and let you know about our partner grants. These are the programs that we support with the largest amount of our grant funding. So wonderful programs, and again, they're in all of those areas: school readiness, school success, crisis stabilization, and that senior independence. So those early childhood programs that get them ready for school, those after-school programs and success programs that help them stay successful, those programs that help them when a crisis comes up, and then in their retirement years, helps them remain independent and have that great quality. Now, our partner grants, what I love about that is we know they work because we evaluate that every year. We know it has a real impact. Just 3 examples I want to throw out right there. And I'll focus on the middle one, that 80% of teen parents at Young Families Early Head Start graduated high school. That is just amazing. That is life-changing for that child, for that teenager, and society-changing also, because we know the impact graduation has on individuals, on crime rates, on poverty, on all of those amazing issues. Great success with all of our programs. That's just a few quick highlights right there. This is one I had to share. I wanted to have a picture of what would a senior citizen look like if they were living the best quality of life. And this one reminded me of my grandmother. So again, those senior citizen programs that help them be so independent, that's beyond measure. Amazing what that work can do. I also wanted to share a quick story from CASA. Of course, we know they're well known for working with children in the foster care system. And this is just a very heartwarming story. There was actually a young family with 3 siblings, and the 3 siblings were removed from the home. One of those siblings, Rachel, was 15 years old and was actually separated from her younger siblings. And this was just devastating for Rachel and the younger siblings, because Rachel had really been the caretaker for them for many years. Rachel really experienced a lot of problems because of this. She ended up being placed in an institution. She ended up being depressed and even suicidal and heavily medicated. Now, CASA stepped in, and Alice from CASA really started working with this family. And one of the first things she did was trying to keep those children connected. So she kept them connected. She even delivered notes and pictures and things back and forth to all the siblings to maintain that connection. She also started working with Rachel about their family, and they found a grandfather and aunt who didn't even know what was going on. They didn't even know how severe things were. So Alice worked with them to reunite the grandfather with the children, made that a nice, slow process so that it'd be effective. And they were reunited, and the grandfather actually had the children come live with them. Very quickly from that, Rachel's problems just pretty much disappeared. She was reunited with her siblings. She was in a new stable house. Those behavior problems stopped. She was off her medication. And as far as we know now, they're all living happily ever after. So it's a nice little story there. I love sharing that. I'll let you know, we also give out, that was our partner grants. We also give out Go grants as part of our community investment. Here's just a quick list of those we gave out in the last year. They're just really quick, smaller grants for really quick projects, things that could really get done quickly and easily. And then we were proud this year to partner with Billings Community Foundation to respond to the COVID-19 crisis. We were able to, together, we were able to get $127,000 plus out to the community. This went to agencies to help them with their response with their employees, to help maintain services, to help maintain the wonderful work they do with their clients. So that is our community investment. If anyone asks you, what does United Way of Yellowstone County do? Just three things: those community investments to other programs, to other agencies, our own programs right here, and coalitions. So we've talked about those first two. We want to end up now and finish with the coalitions. And I want to point out that we don't own these coalitions. They're not our coalitions. We just provide support. They're owned by those wonderful agencies out there in the community that make them happen. We provide that support to keep them going and to give some guidance. So with that, we're going to start with our first coalition. I'm going to have Amity will discuss Best Beginnings.
Best Beginnings is a partnership between child serving and family serving organizations here in our community, and really a place to come together at a common table to look at what resources we have available for parent support and expanding those resources. Looking at our childcare need. If you're a parent, you know it can be hard to find a childcare provider. So we're always examining that and trying to find ways to increase access to childcare in our community. And then advocating for the resources that our community needs and looking at what we have that we can share with each other. And so we do that by coming together, by meeting regularly. These are monthly meetings for the leaders of these groups that come together. Over 16 agencies are involved in the leadership. And we were able to do some great projects together last year. We were able to continue an outreach to new moms through the hospitals who provide waivers to parents, and then the Family Tree Center was able to make calls and send emails to those parents to help them recognize and share what's available here locally for them. And then we partner with the Community Diaper Bank at Family Promise of Yellowstone Valley. And they have already given away over 30,000 diapers just this year, which is a tremendous benefit to families who might have financial constraints. And then in addition, working together to load the local content for the Bright by Text program that I told you about earlier, sending out multiple messages to families who are enrolled in that to help direct them to all sorts of things in our community and help them to feel equipped and be able to have a good time as a family, which is an important thing and an important value.
The Continuum of Care is a group of over 20 agencies in town that work around the issue of homelessness. And of course, that's an incredibly complex issue. There's so much going on around that, around the country. What's great about this group is they're joining forces, they're coming together, and they're uniting around all of the agencies around this issue. We've already seen some great success with like a coordinated entry program, some programs that really bring out the best of each agency and bring out that power and combine that power. And they're also working on some longer term planning for some things that really could be game changing for the community. And then finally, Substance Abuse Connect is a coalition that combines law enforcement, prevention, and treatment programs around a common goal of reducing drug abuse, as well as drug abuse and crime related to drug abuse, violent crime. So again, several different agencies come together around that, including the police department and sheriff's department and all those great prevention programs. And some of the work they're doing is just amazing. In fact, Vice President Pence came out about a year ago and viewed the program and got to know it a little bit more. So we're already seeing some great things from them, and there's going to be a lot more coming in the near future. It's really revolutionary and right on the cutting edge for the entire country. So that is it. That is our programs. That is, we'll end on this slide again, just as a reminder that we're right here in Yellowstone County. We have those community investments. We do just those three things, those community investments into other programs. We do our own programs right here, and we help unite agencies around those coalitions. And our impact is done all in those 4 focus areas, right? From a young child getting ready for school through graduation, helping with those crises as they come, and then senior citizens in their golden years and retirement. So that's what we do. That's who we are. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we greatly appreciate all that you've done for us and all that you allow us to do for our community.
My name is Brenda Koch, and I am honored to be this year's board chair of the United Way of Yellowstone County. To begin, I want to thank you. Thank you personally and individually for your continued support of United Way. To thank your organization or your company for their continued support of United Way. Billings is fortunate to have so many community organizations working tirelessly to meet the needs of our community. United Way is one of those organizations. So you might be asking yourself, why should I support the United Way? I want to share with you my why. I've been in education for over 26 years. 16 of those have been in the Billings area. And I can state firsthand, I have seen the impact, the positive impact that United Way has had on the educational system in Yellowstone County, and especially within the Billings community. I have the ability to be able, the good fortune, I should say, to be able to work with early childhood, K-12 students, students who are pursuing their careers and post-secondary opportunities. I have the good fortune to be able to work with all parents, teen parents, single parents, parents in married households, and seniors who are helping to raise their grandchildren. Everyone needs support. Everyone needs encouragement, and United Way is able to help us provide those very necessary, critical foundational supports so that all students and all families can be successful. United Way goes beyond just education. United Way fights for the health and financial stability of every person in Yellowstone County. But this is a fight. We all have many challenges facing us. And in order for us to win this fight, we have to come together. We have to be able to collectively create sustainable change. And I'm here to ask you to join us in this fight. I give you my assurance that your financial support is invested back into our community, addressing issues that touch each and every one of us. With your annual donation, you're able to help a wide spectrum of people, from babies to teens to seniors. I hope that you will join me in being able to fund critical resources for the Billings community so that we're not just good, but we're extraordinary. Thank you for choosing to live united and for choosing to support the United Way of Yellowstone County. Every dollar truly makes a difference.